Well, hello there, and welcome to this week's Grow Wealthy Grooming. I am your host, River Lee. I am the founder of the Savvy Groomer, where I teach pet professionals how to basically find their purpose and profit while enjoying their passion. So today's been a little bit hiccupy. I feel like I say that every week. I feel like every week I'm like, yeah, things just didn't go as planned. I feel like that is unfortunately a little bit of life. But it's all good. I just posted in the groups because for whatever reason, it didn't stream. Hopefully, I'm going to double check right now on YouTube to make sure this is streaming as a hiccup live. Yep. Excellent. If you guys can hear me and see me on YouTube, I would love for you to go ahead and comment. That way I know you guys can see me. And also to say hi. So this week's topic is... how much is enough? We are doing a little bit different of a format. I want to give the opportunity to go ahead and don't mind me. I'm just pulling everything up because I want to make sure everything's running right because I have this like massive fear that it's not going to show up. I'm like, oh, it's like that kind of day. But anyway, so the format I want to do in the month of December is all about finances. As you guys know, I do teach an online course called Personal Finance on a Leash, where I teach you guys how to make your money work for you. A lot of you guys are earning a lot of money. You're just not making it work for you. I was just on a coaching call, like literally a little bit over an hour ago. And when we broke out how much they had to earn per day, per month, they were probably earning that money already, but they had no idea where their money was going. And one of the topics I often hear with groomers is how groomers can't make enough money or how we're not meant to be rich and we should accept being poor. And I reject that. I reject all of that. I don't think that just because I want to work with animals that I should be poor. And I don't think that my son deserves to be poor because his mother chooses to work with animals. Same thing as I don't believe that people who work with children should be poor. Now, I definitely think you can pick jobs in that industry where you're not going to make a lot of money. But one thing I did with that coaching client, and again, I'm going to pull up my calculator because I want to make sure I have all the right numbers, is if you want to make 6 figures grooming. Now, this is assuming that you own your own business, because obviously if you are working for somebody else, it's going to be a little bit different. But if you want to make 6 figures, so at least $100,000, before taxes, before overhead, all of that. Let's take $100,000 really quick, guys. Okay, so we got our $100,000. We're going to divide that by 50 weeks. So, because we need 2 weeks off, right, guys? We really should take at least 2 weeks off. I take at least 4. Hopefully you take at least 2. Okay, so 50 weeks off. That's only $2,000 a week, which sounds like a lot of money. But if you're working in a shop, let's say it's $50 a dog. It's only $40 a week. If you're working a 5-day week, that is 8 dogs at $50. Now this is gross. So if you guys have never heard net versus gross. Gross is all of the money, net is after you pay things. But you need 8 dogs at $50 a day, 5 days a week. Now, if that number, let's go back to the $2,000 a week. Let's assume that you're going to charge $75 a dog. That's 27, we'll round up. Okay? Let's divide that again by 5. That's only 5.5 dogs. Again, go back to the $2,000. Now, if you're like me and you charge $100, a lot of my mobile clients are charging $100 a small dog. A lot of people I know that are in shops are moving to these luxury boutique-y $100 a dog. So it's not uncommon. I can't tell you how many coaching clients I coach to go from 65 to 100 or 120. And it must be done strategically, and it must be done well, and it must be with the client in mind. It's not price gouging. It just has to be the best thing for you and therefore the best service you can offer your client. But at that, $100 per pet. That's only 20 pets a week. Divided by 5 days a week, is 4 pets. Now, this person can probably do, let's say, 8 dogs times $100 per dog. $800 a day. So let's say they work again 5 days a week. They're earning $4,000 a week. And now let's times it by that 50. That's $200,000. So when you guys talk about how you can't earn 6 figures as a groomer, that's not true. Because in this instance, this person is charging $100 a dog, 8 dogs a day, which is not unheard of. And even if they want to make $100,000, they could spend $100,000 between taxes and overhead and still make 6 figures. So it's not impossible. The question we have today, though, is how much is enough? How do you decide if you've earned enough money, or if you're making enough money? A lot of that is based upon your dreams, your goals, your lifestyle, and your choices. So had you asked River when I was 18, I would have said like $2,000 a month was more than enough. I would have been happy as a clam with a consistent $2,000 a month. And the same thing when Ronan was really little. $2,000 a month would have been really consistent and really nice. Now, if I make $6,000 to $10,000 a month, it's basically break even because my lifestyle is a lot more comfortable. It's a lot nicer. I'm not eating out at fast food every day. I'm enjoying myself more. So, it's just different. And so one thing I will tell you guys is that in Savvy Groomer, we teach the survive, live, thrive. And the way that basically works is survive is keep food on the table, keep gas in the car, try to live, try to be just paycheck to paycheck and keep your head above water. It's not fun to live there. And a lot of times we unintentionally end up emotionally trapped there. And it's not fun. It's not fun to feel like you're a failure, feel like at any time everything can be taken from you. That's really not a positive place to be. So where do you go from there? So once you have enough money, they no longer live paycheck to paycheck. Where do you go? You go to live. And in live, what you end up doing is you get comfortable. That's where our Netflix is. That's where our going out to eat is. That's where all these things that make us comfortable are. Subscriptions, cable, internet, a phone, anything like that. What happens is a lot of times you guys get stuck there. You get stuck and live. And the problem with getting stuck there is that you can't thrive. Just being comfortable enough. And that's really where I see these groomers that say you can't earn a lot grooming. And it's because they have chosen to stay either in survive or in live. But to get to thrive, where you have health insurance that's not paid by your husband or by a significant other. This is where we get our health insurance, right? We get our disability insurance. This is where we get our retirement. This is where this money comes from. This is buying the house. This is all of the positive things that we want to do with our life. So that's where you have to decide where is enough. And for every one of you guys, it's going to be different. I have sacrificed deeply. So I am very comfortable saying that I will not live under $100,000 a year. I just won't. Because I want to be comfortable. I want to not have to worry about money. That's very important to me. So when you're sitting there, I want you guys to imagine how much money you need. And again, I would write this all down, and we teach this in Personal Finance on a Leash. Write down how much money you need to just pay the bills and keep your head above water. Okay. Then how much do you need and live? How much money do you need to be comfortable? To have creature comforts. Okay. And then thrive. Now, figure out how much it would cost you either to buy the house, pay off the house, pay off all your debts, never have to take out money again, have 6 months to a year worth of personal expenses and 6 months to a year worth of business expenses in your account. And that is live. A paid for house, lots of money in the bank, just relaxing. Everything you do is a choice. And thrive is where I think you know how much is enough. Do you want a house in the woods? Do you want a house on the beach, maybe? Do you want to only work 2 days a week? What is it that makes you happy? Now, next week, we're going to be talking about your groomer financial alter egos. And those are these personification of these behaviors in survive, live, and thrive. You know, who do we want to be and who are we currently? So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that. So again, this week's topic was all about how much is enough. And I want you guys to really dive deep, think about how much money is enough. Part of that's going to be doing your budget and figuring out how much money you are spending. Now, if you are curious on how to work with me, there are 3 main ways. You can sign up for my business membership, which is only $35 a month. There you get 1 workshop every month. This month, which is the month of December 2020, it's going to all be about organizing your office and your computer. Because if you guys make a flippin' mess of that all, that's a problem. If you need more direct coaching, I would highly suggest you sign up for my one-on-one coaching. You know, that can be purchased by the hour, monthly, or semi-annually. But the best deal is at $9.97 a month, and that is an auto-renewing subscription. And if you're like, how the hell am I going to pay for all that? No worries. Sign up for my online course called Personal Finance on a Leash, where we will teach you in 12 weeks how to get your finances under control. That is only $199 for 3 months. Now, with Personal Finance on a Leash, guys, it is going to, so the next live we're doing is in mid-January. However, if you purchase this year, which is 2020, you will get an entire year free of our of the mastermind. We're going to have a financial mastermind starting in April 2021, which is going to be all about how to save up large amounts of cash, start repairing your credit. So a lot of you guys don't have the best credit, or you don't know how to get prepared to buy a home without as a self-employed person. So we're going to go over all of those things, as well as how to grow a business, make extra money, all of that. I'm really excited about it. So I would highly suggest you will need, in order to join the mastermind, you will need to sign up for Personal Finance on a Leash. It is a prerequisite. There's no way for me to teach you these more niche topics without you going through Personal Finance on a Leash first. I really thought about it, and I just cannot figure out a way to be able to grow everyone as a group if they're not all on the same page. And I am so sorry. I'm so tired. I was up all night last night, and I need a nap because I'm old. But anyway, guys, if you're not quite ready to invest in your business but want to start networking with like-minded people, consider joining my free Facebook group, Savvy Pet Professionals. It's a great group. We have a lot of great, wonderful people. We'd love to see you guys there. All right. And it was so awesome seeing you all here and Grow Wealthy Grooming. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys next week all about groomer financial alter egos. Happy grooming, guys.